September 5th. So we're not going to see video of Rudy Giuliani today or the former president tomorrow in turning themselves in, other than the motorcade shot, which is similar to what we saw in New York City when the Manhattan DA indicted the former president, Donald Trump, and we saw a motorcade from the airport to lower Manhattan to what they call the Tombs, the central booking area in Manhattan. And that was all done essentially in the DA's office. He was fingerprinted, released without a mugshot. What we are going to see here are mugshots, and here's why. The sheriff of Fulton County has said that these defendants are not going to be treated differently than any other people who are accused of a crime in Fulton County. That is really hyperbole, because it's impossible not to treat the former president of the United States differently, because he's the only defendant ever to have entered the Fulton County Jail with a full Secret Service detail. Every president of the United States for the rest of their lives, even after they leave 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, is entitled to lifetime Secret Service protection. And that means the Secret Service has a lot to say here, because just because their client, so to speak, their protectee, is accused of multiple felonies doesn't end their duty to protect him for the rest of his life. And that includes in the Fulton County Jail, maybe particularly in the Fulton County Jail, because it is notoriously one of the worst jails in the nation. And that's not any kind of editorial comment. Even the current sheriff would argue that, because he is pushing for a new jail himself. He infamously or famously wheeled in multiple wheelbarrows into the county commissioners with pieces of the jail that inmates had broken off to make shivs. A shiv is a knife that's fashioned by someone in jail or prison. And in this case, they're literally breaking off pieces of the steel and concrete in the jail, because the jail itself is crumbling, and turning them into weapons. And he wheeled those into the commissioners to say, this is what's happening in the Fulton County Jail. So the jail is notorious. There have been multiple deaths. My colleague, investigator Andy Perotti, has documented this as well. There have been multiple deaths, and increasing in that jail. The jail is housing many people who are unindicted, some people who don't have attorneys. That is where these clients are treated very differently, not just because of their status or former status, but also because of their access to proper legal counsel.